What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Smashing Slices podcast. That's right. It is Pizza Friday. We are here for a good time, not a long time. So let's get into this show right now. It's been a fantastic week. We got some notes today. It's been a fun-filled week. The Olympics are super exciting. We got a lot of stuff going on there. It's been cool to watch some sports that you don't see very often. Whoever thought the general public would be watching fencing? That is very, very fun. You get very prideful for the country. So that's exciting right now. I honestly haven't really ventured out super much this week, so I don't have a lot of good food that I've eaten. I did stir up some controversy on the internet, so we can tackle that. That's going to be in today's episode. We are going to, I have a MySpace top 8 that we're going to work on. I've been thinking about it, trying to hammer down a top 5, but every time I come up with the list, somebody gets knocked off that should still be on it. So it's a top 8 with some side mentions. I got some favorites. I got some out-of-state places that I might touch on. Working on a story about the bar pie. That's very, very infant stage. I'm going to be going out, checking out a handful of spots, trying to write an article, just get some information about each one of them, just put something together. I'm working on top spots to finish out 2024, working on a list of that. It's similar to the list I did for Jersey Bites, where it was the 10 spots to try in 2024. I'm going to revamp that with a top spots to finish in 2024. That should be pretty exciting. Yeah, the screen's I think we're a little crooked right now, but once again, I feel like it's every single episode I get to tell you guys this, that I have another camera. It only holds a 20-minute. So I have a timer going on. It's 20 minutes of recording, then it turns off, and then we have to hop right back up and turn it back on for 20 minutes. So I'm kind of just testing that out in the background. I'm trying to find a camera that goes longer than 20 minutes. I'm enjoying the webcam setup here, but if we are to go out on the road, we need to figure something out. So that's what I got. I got the camera going. I do have a old school. It's not charged. I got an old school camcorder. It flips around. Could be pretty cool. It might work. I don't know. I am researching a couple different cameras that have a longer record time. They are expensive, so right now they're just research mode. I am going down next week to film podcasts with the brothers at Amano. That should be super exciting. There is a slight possibility that I use that as the podcast for next week on the Pizza Friday Radio Garden State. Slight chance. I don't know. We'll see how good and how much information we talk about. If I could use the audio out of that for the show, that would be pretty cool. We're set up in the basement, in the garage, and I have the floor marked out for where the camera is in front of me, but nothing's changed in the marking. It's just the camera itself is crooked. So I could see this Hulk over here in the corner. In this corner, sorry. It's reversed. See, Hulk is crooked. He's not crooked there. He's just crooked on the screen. But, all right. Let's talk about these lists. Okay? First, I didn't have anything good today. It's not laundry day. So we are showing love to the one and only Kelly Kapowski. She is what dreams are made of when you're a young boy. So Kelly Kapowski has my whole heart. Now, I will show. There's a list. First, let's touch on let's touch on the bar pie. First of all, if you don't like my list, I'm sorry. If you want to add something to my list that you think I need to try, please reach out. I had a lady tell me the other day, I posted my pie from Dominic's, and I had a square white slice, which they just recently started adding more slices to the rotation over there at Dominic's in Totowa. And a lady told me, you know what? Let's read it, what she said, because sometimes that makes it funnier. She told me, well, let's find out where she is. She's in the requested line. Anything white is not pizza. It's flatbread. Now, I'm very confused. I didn't really want to elaborate with her. She only has 250 followers. But I want to know why it's not a pizza. Okay? I would like some clarification because there's no sauce. Is that why it's a flatbread? Very confused. So, if anybody else out there agrees that the white pizza is not a flatbread, is a flatbread and not a pizza, then you're going to be very upset with my top 5 list. Because there is a white in the top 5. But it's just people out there they're a fun time, let me tell you. We can touch on, hold on. I asked a couple questions throughout the week on the Instagram, and somebody asked for a top 5 list. I said, that's what we're going to talk about today on the show. So that's what we're going to talk about. Somebody asked about pineapple on pizza, and I answered, honestly, I don't eat pineapple at all, so I really can't say. I personally feel that most toppings are overrated. I am not big in the toppings and the specialty pies like that. So pineapple on a pizza, it's like ketchup on a hot dog. People do it, and we judge them either way. So you want to put pineapple on your pizza, go ahead. I've heard it's pretty good. That's all I can say for you. That's all I got. My favorite slice in Jersey. Now, this goes multiple directions, I think. So my answer was the plain slice at Pizza Town, USA in Elmwood Park. I feel like it's one of the most iconic slices as well. It is new owners. They are absolutely fantastic. But going there for 30 plus years, there's just something missing when you walk in and they're polite. Now, if you've ever been to Pizza Town on the previous owners, the original, the Tomo family, you know polite really wasn't their specialty. But it's what made the place special. So the friendliness there now kind of just catches me off guard. But I absolutely enjoy it. Then I put a white slice because that's my other option that I get. I get a white slice. Usually I try and go 2 plain, 1 white. So the white slice is my boys at Casa de Pizza in Danville. The best white slice as a slice that you can find. They did take over that best white slice spot from Vinny's Pizzarama in Wayne. There's something about Casa D that if you've never been there, you need to get there and give them a try because Casa D will rock your world. Okay? Somebody asked if tomato was a fruit, and I don't got anything on that one. A fruit, a vegetable, it's a vital part of the pizza. I don't care what it is. Another question was, if not the PizzaHulk, what other pizza Avenger would you be? Now, many of you know, Superman is my boy. I do have the Superman tattoo right here, but that answer 1,000% would be Wolverine. My son is named after Wolverine. So Wolverine would probably be the choice. But it would be Thor. He's a god. He would win. Thor would win. So Thor would be my choice. He's got a hammer, and he's God. I'd be Thor. My favorite food besides pizza, that's the chicken fingers. Chicken fingies is the jam. Delmonico Steakhouse is the top spot. I'm here for all the recs. Anybody out there listening, you know a chicken finger that's worthy, you send it over. So that'll bring us now. Want to just touch on those things. I'm going to be reading the questions every week when they get asked. They get asked on Saturdays. So keep an eye out on the Instagram stories of ThePizzaHulk. I ask a question every Saturday, keep me busy. I don't post a lot of content on the weekends. Try and enjoy that. But the Saturday Ask Me Anythings, I'm going to start reading those on the air as well as answering them on the Saturday. So let's talk 10 minutes in. All right, let's just jump into this. This is the top 8. I'm going to take out, I have 4 spots to mention that are in the top 12, but there's also no particular order. They're just listed. I'm not going a 1 through 5. I'm just going to name these spots and we will discuss openly. So in my top pizza ranking list, I have 4 out-of-state places, okay? So let's touch on those first, and then we'll circle back to the list. So first is John's on Bleecker Street, okay? Some say it's the GOAT. It's one of the most iconic pizzerias in the entire world. I've had it once. I had it during COVID. Ate it in the car. And it was absolutely amazing. Okay? It's in the top 12. And I've had it once. And I need to have it again to solidify it back in the list. But it's there. My other 2 come from the beautiful state of Connecticut. I got a Zupardi's pie. Absolutely rocked my world. And then the Pizza Today Pizzeria of the Year is Modern Pete's. I had it for the very first time this year. Had it twice in one weekend. Modern is in the top 12. There is no number where they come in. It is just the top 12. It's like the college football playoff. There's 12 in there, and somebody's got to beat somebody out to get there, but they all made it. And then this one was a top 5 spot. It was Zaza's in Chicago. I traveled to Chicago recently this year. Went to Zaza's, and this pizza absolutely shook me to the core. One of the greatest things I've ever eaten in my life. It's in the top 5, not just the top 12. But the top list is being kept right now just for the New Jersey. So let's get into a couple honorable mentions in the top list. Star Tavern, when it is well done and done right, Star Tavern is one of the best pizzas you can eat in this entire state. If it is not well done, it is extremely mid. I've said this before. I've told them that. The well-done Star, magnificent chef's kiss. The medium-baked mid pizza is just mid. It's exactly what it is. Okay? So Star, you're right there. Buc-ee's, opening their spot in Chatham. I've talked about them 3 weeks in a row now. Buc-ee's pie, when they open their spot, that shit's gonna slap, and it's gonna enter the chat. Okay? My other honorable mention in the list, this is very confusing, I know, so it's hard to follow along. We'll run it down better. DeLuccia's in Raritan. It's one of the most iconic spots as well. It's the highest rated Portnoy spot in the state of New Jersey. It is absolutely amazing. Okay? So we're going to go right here is the final of the honorable mentions that didn't make the top 5. We called it a top 8. This is very confusing. I apologize. Should have been better. Patsy's and Patterson. Fantastic spot. The crust is like a thick, it's not thick at all, so that's a bad wording. The crust is crispy on the bottom with a cloud. It just floats till you get to the cheese and the sauce. It's kind of like a pastry, though. So when you get to the end, like that last bite of crust, I really don't mess with that part of it because it's like a pastry. It's a little weird, but the bottom part of the crust, the undercarriage, spot on. It's so crispy, cooked in the pan. 2 ovens they roll through. It's been around for like 80 plus years. It is absolutely phenomenal. Okay. So now that we've established my out of states and the honorable mentions that are in the top 8, but not in the top 5, that's why I listed them as a top 8. I'm confusing myself. Here's the top 5 of the Pizza Hulk as of this Pizza Friday. As of August 2nd, here's my top 5, okay? Let's run it down. Start with number 5, the Galley, Asbury Park. The Galley is one of the absolute best pizzerias in this entire state. I don't think many people know that. They got a mid rating from Portnoy because he's a freaking idiot. But the Galley is absolutely phenomenal. They are number 5, okay? Number 5. Number 4 is the controversy of the pizza versus flatbread because number 4 belongs to Bivio in Montclair with their white pie, the Bianca. It is chef's kiss to the millionth degree, okay? Chef's kiss on the Bianca at Bivio in Montclair. Number 4, okay? I'm going to look right in the camera this time. Number 3, they re-entered the list. They were off the top 5. And they were only off the top 5 because I haven't been there in 2 years. So they got surpassed. But Rosie's in Point Pleasant, you're number 3. Okay? Number 3, Rosie's in Point. Their pizza, absolutely, it was everything I remembered it to be. It took me back to the first time that I actually did have it. And I said it in my video, this is a top 5 spot. Okay? This place slaps. I feel like I'm way too old to reference slapping, but it's fantastic. Okay? That's number 3. Number 2 is the fine people that I'm patiently waiting for them to open their doors to the public in Summers Point, New Jersey. Squares and Fairs, number 2. Okay? I'm not a thick crust guy. It's not my style. But the pies that Squares and Fairs puts out are thick. They're like eating a cloud. They are so soft and airy with the cheese beautifully blended in. And they have the cheese crust around the entire thing because it's kind of like a Detroit, but it's double the size. It's absolutely, I want to say mind-blowing because I haven't used that one yet. But Squares and Fairs will absolutely take you to another planet, okay? We're going to pause for like 13 seconds so I could restart that camera right there, okay? Real quick. I'm even going to talk loud so you can hear me. Now, here we come. I'm back. Kelly Kapowski. Kapow! Number 1's not even hard to discuss. It's very debatable. It's my list, not your list. That's why I don't really care, because it's over my shoulder right here. We're going to turn and we're going to point to it because my number 1 spot is still Vinny's Pan Pizza. Number 1, Vinny's Pan Pizza, Millburn, New Jersey. Okay? It's number 1 for me because it checks every single box that I want. I want thin. I want crispy. I want cheesy. I want cheese to the edge, no crust. And I want a fantastic experience while I'm there. That's 5 things. They're 5 for 5, okay? They are my top spot. It's debatable list. I'm cool with it. If you want another list next Friday, there could be something new on this list. It's a rotating list because there's always somebody that pops up that I'm like, damn, bro, for real, Rosie's was not on the list. They weren't there. I didn't have them in about 2 years. And then went back and I was like, holy shit, I'm missing out. I've missed Rosie's. This is fantastic. So the list is ever changing. But if I had to go true, real top 5, including the out-of-state spots, there's a chance that Zaza's in Chicago could take the top spot. I'm not going to lie to you. The crust on the Zaza's was like this garlic, rosemary, something or other, something. I don't even know. I got so lost in the aroma of it. He was explaining it to me. I didn't even listen. I'm not going to lie. I heard garlic and rosemary, and then it was just spread across the crust. So as soon as you open the box, you're just like, the smell just intoxicated you. But the Zaza's and Modern are in my actual top 5. Okay? It's probably Vinny's, Zaza's, Rosie's, Modern, and then that Bivio White. I know it's a different pie, but the Bivio White is just, there's everything about it is magic. It really is. I hope that this list inspires you to send me your list or tell me someplace that I should be. Some people are going to be like, oh, how did you leave out DiLorenzo's in Robbinsville? Well, I didn't really enjoy DiLorenzo's in Robbinsville. It really wasn't what... tomato pie, cool. I don't like the chunks of tomatoes that are on it. I'm still trying to process in my mind and how we get that cold cheese drizzle on top of it. I'm very confused by that. I 100% will go there and give it another try. Some of these places I've only been to once. They're just not my style, so I'm not in a hurry to go back. I was told my list was dumb. It didn't have Brooklyn Square. It's like a winner of 3 different best in New Jersey pizzas. Brooklyn Square, I've been there, not to Jackson, but I've been to the Toms River location. That Brooklyn Square pie is not my style. It's not for me. It's thick and saucy. I'm literally the complete opposite of that. I'm thin and crispy and cheesy. I'm not thick and saucy. It's my pizza style. Myself, I'm thick and saucy. That's not what I want. I don't want thick and saucy. So Brooklyn Square doesn't really... Sorry, playing with the pen. Brooklyn Square isn't... Yo, they have the Gravesend pie. Didn't have it. It looks absolutely fantastic. So that's the cool part about making your own list. Is it's completely debatable, right? I agree with them as being a top spot in general, but it's just not my... It's not on my list, okay? I want you to send me over. Just comment below. Just tell me something. Hit the subscribe button in the corner. No, it's actually in this corner. It's right about... Boop, right about there. Hit the subscribe button. Follow along, and let's take this journey together. Tell me what I'm missing. I have a list. I know where all the top spots are. I'm actually going to get up and show you what I work off of, okay? NJ Digest. Bro, the shirt's right here. Top 40 pizzas in the state. Top 40. They have their own shirt with a list on it. Bro, I use this list. It's literally in the studio. I use this list as reference all of the time. I work off of it. There's places I need to go. You know what? New Jersey Digest, top 40. In no particular order. They're literally just listed. Coniglio's Old Fashioned. Been there. Fantastic pie. Nino's ridiculous. Patsy's in Patterson. Okay, on the list. Rosie's Pizza, Point Pleasant, on the list. Dominic's Pizza, Totowa's, literally my local spot. We just talked about it. My white flatbread was from there. Aguila in Little Falls, I haven't been. It's amazing, though. It's very hard to get a reservation. There's like 12 seats. Star Tavern, mentioned already. Nancy's Townhouse was pretty good. I wasn't a big fan of the crust. It was had too much flour across the bottom of it. It was very good. I do have to go back to them. They are on the bar pie list for the oldest restaurants that I'm doing an article on. All right. We got Al Santillo. Al's an amazing human being. Wasn't the biggest fan of his sauce. DeLuccia's. Hey, we talked about them. Pizza Town, USA. Wow. We're here. Okay. Di Lorenzo's, just talked about it. I need to give them another shot, okay? Papa's Tomatoes Pies in Robbinsville, right down the street from Di Lorenzo's. One of the oldest operating pizzerias in the state of New Jersey. It was all right. Holy Tomato in Blackwood. I don't really know. I've never been there. I didn't even know there was a Blackwood, New Jersey. We're going to check it out. Mainline Pizzeria in Little Falls. They make fantastic slices. Tallulah's in Asbury Park. I believe no, maybe not them. Tallulah's Asbury Park. I got to go there too. Nunzio's Pizzeria in Long Branch. They switched owners. I have no answers on if they are still that good or not. I will find out. The owner is a very famous New Jersey type person. So, Artie's in Maplewood. Bro, I've been trying to get there. I just can't get there. Mr. Bruno's in Lyndhurst. Once again, that thick, saucy style, not my touch. Prima Pizza Kitchen in Somerville is absolutely amazing. I love Jerry. I love his pizza. He's the official pizza of the Somerset Patriots. Absolutely amazing. Slice House Tom's River. It's a new spot. It's like a year and a half old. Went there last summer. They were fantastic. Okay. Kinchley's, one of the most well-known bar pies that there is. Conti's in Princeton. Also, haven't been on the list. Got to try. Maruca's Tomato Pies is literally my favorite pizza. My favorite. It pulls at my heartstrings every single time. Maruca's is one of my favorite spots in this entire state. Bricko in Haddon is on the list. I just need to get down to Haddon Township because it's one of the greatest pizzerias that the state has to offer. And I'm slacking because I'm missing out. Raza, also, Jersey City. I have not been. Jersey City is one of those places that's just, I don't want to go there. I don't want to park. It's a struggle. Brick and Dough, Montclair. Haven't been in a little while. I went during COVID. I have to run back. Kate and Alice Pizza and Columbus Farmers Market. I had it not at the farmers market, though. I've had it before. It was thick and saucy, but it was light and airy. So I need to get there and actually check it out. Backdoor Pizza in Cherry Hill. I've heard mixed reviews, but I need to go check them out as well. Casa de Pizza in Denville makes the list. They're on my list, of course. Ava's Kitchen and Bar in Kenilworth. I have not been. I do want to get there and check them out. Ralph's Pizzeria in Nutley is always on my feed. They make a fantastic bar pie. I'm always there. Tony's Baltimore Grill is an Atlantic City legend. Pete and Elda's, debatable on that place. We can talk about that another time. I did not enjoy it. you're going to give me a t-shirt for eating that pizza, you should give me the case because I'll eat every pizza you put in front of me in that place in one sitting. Vinny's Pan Pizza, obviously, that's my dude. Pictures on the wall behind me. My picture's on their wall as well. Lodi Pizza makes the list. They are a super old school spot. It's crazy. They haven't updated in like 30 years, and they're cranking out pizza there. Lodi Pizza, great spot. Gervasio's Italian Kitchen in Crosswicks, New Jersey. I've never heard of it. Never heard of Crosswicks. I have no idea. It's on the list. We're going to check it out. Boulevard Pizza in Surf City on the list. I have to check them out as well. The Galley, obviously, on my list. I've talked about them. They are fantastic. And the final spot on this list is Angeloni's, like literally the most famous thinny thin in the entire state. So every single spot except for Bivio that I mentioned, and Buc-ee's, because Buc-ee's is brand new and Bivio is brand new. Oh, Squares and Fairs too. They're all brand new. They were two of them were pop-ups. So they're not going to make this top 40 list. But everything I've spoken on they're on the same list. The people at New Jersey Digest are just more popular than I am. They put out a list and people are buying a shirt with it. My list is just as good. My content is just as good. Everything we talk about, they talk about. So if you want to come at me for my list being stupid, I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for all the smoke, okay? I'm here for it. This was a great little Pizza Friday session. We just break down the list. We mentioned over 50 pizzerias today. If this doesn't spread the word of pizza and my love for it, then I really don't know what to tell you. But until next Friday, I'm going to leave you with a little peace out, and I'll see you all soon. It was a pleasure. As always, happy Pizza Friday. Hit subscribe. Follow me everywhere, and let's take this pizza shit to the next level. Peace out.